And it was Mud Bowl last week and Mud Bowl 2.0 this week.
It's still football playing weather.
Yeah.
It doesn't get much better than that.
It doesn't get much better than that.
But we are going to get started right with two undefeated teams that had impressive performances last week. The Nederland Bulldogs travel to West Orange Stark to battle the Mustangs in our game of the week. This one actually turned out being a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Everybody running onto the field, getting ready for the hype.
Another instant classic.
It's how it's supposed to be, man. It's how it's supposed to be. We get started early with West Orange Stark dropping back, trying to find something. Michael Turner Jr. He's going to find Jamichael Davis. That's a touchdown, a fade route on the outside. That's how you get it done. Nederland, though, they say we're not to be outdone. They get the ball, and they're trying to search. They're working for it. Hubert Thomas. Wait a minute. That's a touchdown, but it would be called back.
Woo, he had a game last week, over 200 yards.
That's amazing. Ineligible man downfield. That does not count, so they go for the field goal. Since the penalty happened, it is wide left, no good. West Orange Stark is going to get the ball back. Marcus Turner Jr., he's going to take it around the outside and says, I believe I can fly, but not so fast. KJ Tanzano from Nederland stops him. Ball short. That is no good. Uh-oh. West Orange Stark with the ball again. Tries to air it out. Not so much. Jadanian Ned intercepts the football. Intercepted by Marcus Turner Jr. Do we have a final in this one? Yes, we do. 14-13, Nederland with a last-second score. This turned into another instant classic.
It did. West Orange Stark was up 13-7. Nederland had it on the half-yard line with 3 seconds left. They punch it in. They kick the extra point. West Orange missed the extra point. Let's go out to Holton Pepper, who's live tonight. Holton, this was another instant classic. Again, kicking extra points. It turned out to be the difference, but hey, tell us, take us through that final moments, 3 seconds left with Nederland punching it in for that game winner.
Nick, you cannot. I don't even know how I want to be able to tell you this. This one turned out to be an instant classic, like you said. There was 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter, and Nederland was running out of timeouts, okay? And to just add to it, there was a fourth down in their own territory, deep in their own territory, like their own 30-yard line. And Coach Scott Rich and Aiden Sunday took the gamble to keep the game alive, to keep the drive alive, to keep the people that came to watch the Bulldogs in this game. And they come out here on the 30-yard line. He rolls out right, looks like he's going to take a sack, throws it deep, and he gets the reception. West Orange was not happy about it. It was a close play. They set up, and they use the clock, and they munch down the field as best they could. They get inside the 10-yard line. They get inside the 20-yard line and hand it off to you-know-who, Hubert Thomas, and this man takes care of the rest. Starts rolling around, busting through tackles, gets down inside the 5, gets tackled at the 1-yard line, and they have no timeout, so they're scrambling, and I mean scrambling, to get the ball off. They spike it with just 3 seconds left, and then after that happened, there was about 25 minutes of just standing around. It was the most bizarre thing. So I asked one of the refs, I'm like, what is the deal? What is going on right now? And he essentially was telling me that they had a clock issue. They wanted to make sure they had enough time. And of course you want to make sure at the end that you didn't run out of time as well. What an outstanding finish, because at their end, 3 seconds remaining on the clock after everything was said and done, they snapped the ball, and I'm sure West Orange Stark was looking at wherever Hubert Thomas was going. And he rolls out. They do a little play action. Aiden Sunday goes out left, sees his tight end in the back of the end zone, and he dives and makes the catch for the game-tying touchdown. Fans going absolutely crazy on the Nederland side. And they stand up, they're celebrating, but the job's not done yet. It's just a tie game. They have to have the extra point. And they line up, and with time expired, there is no time. If they make this extra point, they win it. If they miss, we're going to overtime. And it goes straight down the middle, and the pandemonium ensued. This was an outstanding game. Gentlemen, I don't really know how we're going to top these first 2 weeks in week 3.
Woo. I'll tell you what, incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
I'm starting to wonder if it's because Holton is out there for these games.
Might be that lucky hat.
Yeah, I have to send him to all the games. Well done, Holton. We can talk to you a little bit later. And continuing on, Beaumont United hosting the defending state champion P&G Indians out at Doggett Family Stadium. First quarter action we go to. P&G knocking on the touchdowns door. They run the play action, fullback flat. Connor Bailey rolls out and finds Layden Williams for the easy 6 points. Extra point was good, makes it 7-0 Indians. Later in the quarter, Blair Chatanier, he's going to hit the e-brake. He makes a man miss, and now he's rumbling, stumbling, tumbling, bumbling. 35 yards to pay dirt, 14-0 P&G. That's definitely something to dance about.
Ooh, and he's a big kid. Big kid.
And the Stars are out to see the game. The man, the myth, the legend, Nick Canizales. I'm going to tell you what he told me right after this play.
Like Curious George.
Connor Bailey with a quick slant. He's going to find Chris Diaz, and he says, hey, I got it from here. Takes it 38 yards all the way to the house. 21-0 P&G. And right after that play, Nick Canizales already told me that they were going to score.
I told you, I said, hey, they're scoring right here. Watch out on the slant. Sure enough.
45-14 the final in that one. P&G's rolling right now.
I know. Hey, look, last week, Port Arthur Memorial took care of Spring Decaney 30-17. A lot of talent in this team. Let's go out to PA. Number 10 team in the state scoring off against Legacy School of Sports Sciences. Here we go. Spring Legacy quarterback sacked by Port Arthur Memorial's Cormaine Gullington. And Spring Legacy, well, back on offense, back to pass. Uh-oh. They tried to do that little slip screen. Guess who intercepted the big man, Tavion Chapman. Titans rolling right now. So they get on offense here. Jordan Jones. Going to hand off to Monty Martin. Followed that blocker. Got shot out of a cannon.
Oh, wow. Up and away.
That was like Zeke Elliott back in his prime. Then Jones to Alex Eugene. Where's he at? There he is. Woo! Look at the speed. Gets down to about the 2-yard line, and then Jones going to hand off to Martin. This time, he finishes the job. Touchdown. Titans extra point, no good. 6-0 at that point. This was a really, really good game because right now, this just went final. Port Arthur Memorial, 41-34. They are 2-0 to start the season.
Very impressive.
Hey, last week, Blitz City and Kirbyville, they both won their season openers there in impressive fashion. But tonight, somebody was going home with a loss. Could the Wildcats contain Cardinal quarterback Hutch Bearden? He threw for 175 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also rushed for 126 and 2 scores.
Dual threat.
Not tonight, though. Bearden looking for the opening. Pump fakes, takes it himself. Touchdown Cardinals. This kid is unbelievable. So after a Kirbyville punt, it's now junior running back Ashton Sumrall. He's going to join the touchdown party. 14-0 Cards. Well, later in the game, Hutch Bearden, well, let's go ahead. You know, we saw his legs.
Yeah.
How about his arm? I hadn't seen a good pass like that since Besa High's A.C. Slater. Hey, deep in that territory, but he's going to be intercepted by Isaiah Fennels. But guess what, though? Wildcats couldn't do anything on offense. Back comes, guess who? Is Sumrall with another touchdown. 28-0 at the half. Bridge City goes on to blow out Kirbyville tonight, 50-0. They are 2-0 on the season.
Bridge City is looking pretty solid. And Cameron Burchett joins us live tonight with the post-game reaction. Cam, who do you have with you?
Guys, listen, whenever I say that both of these teams came off of week 1 wins, that only means that one of these teams had to go home 2-0, and that was the Bridge City Cardinals. And that name you kept hearing was Hutch Bearden, and that's who I have right here next to me. So tell me a little bit about why you think the team performed so well as they did tonight.
Well, we prepped very good. Our coaches made us watch a lot of film, prepared us every day of practice, and our defense played a phenomenal game. And I mean, that is a great team over there and great coaching staff, great players, but I really think that helped us was our defense. And I mean, our offense did pretty well. We still got some things to work on, but I feel like we just prepared very well for this game.
I mean, you guys did prepare very well. I mean, ending a game 50-0, that's a massive lead and a great way to end week 2 of high school football. So what can you say for, next week to keep the ball rolling and what you can expect from the Bridge City Cardinals next week?
This game's already over, so we got to move past that, and we got Bayou Bowls. That's a big game coming up, and Orangefield's a solid team, great coaches, great players, and we just got to prepare well. Just got to see what happens. They're a great team, we're a great team, we got great coaches. I feel like it's going to be a good game.
You guys played great tonight. I won't hold you up any longer. Great game, and you can go ahead and get back to your team. Great job tonight. So, again, like I said, the Bridge City Cardinals brought their A game in the second half of this game. And, guys, I mean, it was a constant back and forth on the field. But, again, the Bridge City Cardinals just kept holding those Kirbyville Wildcats. And again, that lead was 50-0, adding insult to injury on the Wildcats' home field. 50-0. That's crazy. But guys, this was one of the just biggest games that I've been to. And now that leaves the Bridge City Cardinals 2-0. And now the Kirbyville Wildcats have their first loss of the season. But like I said, guys, I mean, this was an unreal game. It was insane offense from the Bridge City Cardinals and defense from the Kirbyville Wildcats. Both sides of the field absolutely played their hearts out tonight. And both teams fought so long and so hard, but again, it was just something that had your attention, waiting for the next play, waiting to see what would happen next. But guys, like I said, wrapping up this game, 50-0 is such a large lead for the Bridge City Cardinals. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and send it right back to you in studio. This was a big game, and now all I can say is that we're looking forward to the next one.
You're not lying there. Cam Burchett live in Kirbyville. Hey, you need to go to bed. You've been up since like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right,
that is a warrior right there.
Yeah.
Still doing it for 12 News. You need a 10% raise. I'm gonna call your boss about that.
You heard it live.
You heard it live there. But listen, Hutch Bearden,
hey,
Summerall.
If you can do it, Nick, I can do it too.
I know you can. Hey, listen, also, for those, you can flip over, from NBC to ABC?
Yeah.
K-Jack, NBC, ABC, all that stuff. Also, 12newsnow.com. You can watch us live on there. We'll have plenty more high school football. A lot of scores coming up. Games still in progress. We got Band of the Week, all kinds of stuff.
Right now.
Band of the Week right now. Check it out.
The Band of the Week.
Welcome back to 409 Sports Blitz, and Bridge City does have something to cheer about after
Yeah.
that thrashing that they just
2-0.
completed. Yeah, I mean, they're looking
2-0
pretty
on the
good
season.
right now. Looking pretty good. But there is more football to talk about. We have the Silsbee Tigers going to take on the Little Cypress Mauriceville Battling Bears, who was they were our game of the
Hey,
week
they
last
played
week.
really, really well. Conditions were nasty. Gave Hampshire Finn all they can.
Well, right here with Silsbee, Michael Moser going to roll outside and try to see who's open, and says he's open himself. Takes it all the way to the house. That's a touchdown. Second quarter action here. Silsbee again with the rock. Michael Moser says, I will do this. I got it under control. The QB sneak. That's a touchdown. Makes it 20-14 Silsbee. LCM getting the rock. Evan Worcester is going to find Caden Boatman with the sliding grab right there. Every catch counts. Again, Worcester's going to drop back. He's searching. He finds Carson Kelly out in the flat. He's running up the sideline, makes a man miss, gets tripped up. Good yards right there. LCM still with the rock. Evan Worcester, he's going to try it again. He's going to pump fake and air it out, but it's to the wrong man. You can't do that. Jacaleb Johnson for Silsbee snags that one out of the air. Silsbee would get the W in this one, winning it 27-14.
All right, look, two of my co-workers. I have Jessica Paul at Monroe, Safety Apparel. Our producer, Corbin Lee, both cheering loud and proud. They're Vidor Pirates, playing host to Santa Fe. She's saying, woohoo.
Right.
Look, Vidor's coming off that tough loss to Silsbee last week, 28-14. Could they bounce back and wear down Santa Fe's defense with that nasty running game that they have? Weather was nasty. Didn't stop the fans, though. They came out and supported their team. This is Riley Marlowe walking in for an early 7-0 Vidor lead. Then how about the defense? They get on the action. Kason Jones. Look at him right here. Oh, pick six. How about that? The Pirates,
all the way to the house.
Here comes Santa Fe, though. Quarterback. You'll see him in your picture in just a bit. Well, Vidor
excited.
pumped up.
Yeah,
They
there's
were
something to get
pumped up.
excited about.
Because
Yeah,
they
pick
can
six.
smell that first victory
They
of
can
the
hear the
season.
band.
There's the band. They're playing. Quarterback going to roll to his right. Going to find Case Albright. Oh, what a nice
great
sliding catch right there. First down, Indians. So a few plays later, Santa Fe. Quarterback back to pass. Slant. Missed tackle.
wow.
He is going into
Tackling
the end
speed.
zone. 21-7 at that point. But guess what? Vidor Pirates, they pick up their first win of the season, 28-14, winning on their home turf. All right, Hardin-Jefferson picked up their first win since 2022. Zach Bass, I know he was a happy man, knocking off Kelly last week. East Chambers, they were shut out against Rice Consolidated, 27-0. So both teams clashed in Sour Lake. HJ looking to start 2-0 for the first time in a while. All right, here we go. East Chambers drives down, scores on the first drive. That was a pass to Gerald Smith. Bucks defense goes to work. Big play for East Chambers. Colby West takes down Brendan Lee. Well, let me back it up. This is Colby West here taking down Brendan Lee on the big sack. He tries a spin move at the circle under PS5, just thrown down right there. HD returns the favor. Javion Johnson taking down KJ Fontenot. The Hawks swarming like a bunch of bees over there. Then East Chambers punts it. Travion Thompson sets up Hardin-Jefferson with this nice, good
move.
return down the sideline. He's still going. He's down past midfield. Jeroy Simon up the middle. Keep those legs churning. By the goal line, he's going to finish off this drive right here. Gets in the I formation. Boom! Hammers it in. Touchdown. Bucks led 19-7 at that point, but how about the Buccaneers? They go on the road and pick up a huge win. 26-7 is your final. That is their first win of the 2024 season. I've been keeping my eye on this Hampshire Finette game. It's been getting wild. I know we'll have it in a little bit, but they were taking on number 7 Hitchcock. Of course, Hampshire Finette I think was top 10, top 12. It has been a shootout still going on. Actually, it's just final. We'll see it in a little bit, but they just lost 71-48. They were down 28-7 at one point. But kicking has been killing everybody tonight there.
Other scores from around the area, of course, Deweyville knocking off Cushing 48-13. Newton losing to Jefferson 47-38. Newton's 0-2 on the season.
Yeah, 0-2,
so far.
number 3 team in the state. You don't see that often.
Some other scores. West Hardin up 28-0 over Houston Provision. That's a final in that one. Evadale knocking off a Spring Forsadi Catholic.
Forsadi Catholic, never heard of them.
35-14. looks like there's some good action happening around the area. People are trying to get wins. I like to see early action. You know, these first couple of weeks, some teams, you know, go above and beyond. They're putting up big points. They're stopping everybody. Then you get a team that gets a loss, then they get a win. You're still 500. You know, you're good to go. Working into it, and you'll see how it plays out.
You know, we always talk about these non-district schedules. It just helps you get prepared for district play. That's where it really counts. So I mean, some of these teams will play up a classification, down a classification. You got to get get them in rhythm, get your offense and defense gel, special teams. We saw several missed field goals, missed extra points. Muff punts,
fumbles.
Get that all out of the way, because once district play starts, that's where it happens, and that's where it's very important. There, you try to win a district title, you win a title, try to go into the playoffs, and all you want to do is get in the tournament. Anything can happen.
Baby steps.
That's
one week at a time.
That is it.
1 week at a time. But we're gonna have more football for you coming up after this. Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. I'm Brandon Roddy. This man, the myth, the legend, Nick Gonzalez right here.
Hey, my man, I'm ready. It's been a wild night so far. Let's take a look at our Game of the Week highlights. Once again, West Orange start, Nederland, both teams coming off a big win. Nederland 39-0 over Lumberton. Of course, the Mustangs knocking off then number 3 Newton on the road.
Right.
Whew, it was, so something's got to give here. Marcus Turner to Jamichael Davis on that touchdown. And then Brandon, you know, Nederland comes back and tries to do the same.
Yeah, but you can't do that when you are ineligible down the field. That means you got a lineman, somebody who wasn't able to run down the field. That touchdown is negated. That means you have to kick the field goal, and that field goal is going to be no good. Wide left. You got to do better than that.
Yeah, you know, Marcus Turner Jr., Mustangs regroup, go back on offense. Right here, you see him dive in. Look at that, almost like Cam Newton-esque.
Great
It's
effort.
blocked by KJ Tizino right there. This game was wild. So Nederland comes back, defense trying to go around. Johnny Manziel, look, throws it up. You can't do that in the end, right there inside the red zone. Nederland picks it off. This game was 13-7, 3 seconds left. Nederland punches it in and kicks the extra point as time expires. They go on to win 14-13 in a thriller back-to-back weekends, actually weeks for us that our game of the week has been absolutely bonkers.
Maybe it's the cowboy hat.
I know, Holton. I mean, hey,
be.
you were right there. You saw it all. Back and forth, a super, super tight game. They had like a 15-minute delay at the end, and then Nederland goes on to punch it in to win.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what happened, and it was kind of strange. You know, I was talking to the ref afterwards, like, why was there such a long wait? Because on one side, you may be asking, is there enough time? Did they run out of time? Actually, is there 4 seconds? Is there 5 seconds? They didn't know what the deal was, and both coaches on both sidelines were going really, really restless over that time being spent. But something I wanted to add, just to kind of give another chapter to this electrifying story, was at the end, when it was all said and done, and you saw Coach Rich go over there, and this is after they had shook hands at midfield, everybody's cool, everything's cool, and they go over to the sideline, all the players are running back over to the student section's going absolutely crazy, as I'm sure you can imagine, and you saw Scott Rich, and I went over to him and I shook his hand, you know, and I was like, hey, congratulations, heck of a game tonight, you know, and one thing that surprised me tonight was after everything had happened, he was straight face and just like, yep, that happened because I've been here before, because I'm a head coach from a program that knows how to win games like this, and even when the world is telling you there's no way to win this kind of a ball game and you're down by 6 points with 1:11 left and you're going for it on 4th down, it's like 4th and 11 from your own 30-yard line, and you pull a conversion to keep the drive and the game alive late in the game. Scott Rich he's no stranger to this. He knows what this is like. He knows how to win football games like this. And I was just happy to be here, to be witness to this, because after it was all said and done and they ran over to the sideline, I mean, it was almost ear-piercing how loud it was over on the Nederland side of this stadium. Gentlemen, we have got to find a way to keep doing this every week, because I don't know how we're doing this, how we keep finding these fantastic games to come out to and label as game of the week. Somebody behind the scenes probably has like the book and like sees the final scores. It's like, yeah, that's the one we got to go with, because we are doing a phenomenal job. This is great. I love going out here to these games and seeing these final scores and seeing the final drive of the game, you know, in the way that it did. What an absolute way to finish here tonight at Dan R. Hook Stadium. A 14-13 final score for your Nederland Bulldogs over the West Orange Stark Mustangs. Gentlemen.
Hey, it's almost like Back to the Future Part 2, the Sports Almanac. You already know what's going on in the future. Hey, listen, what a phenomenal game out there. Great job, Holton. Yeah. He's got to experience back-to-back incredible game of the weeks.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'm not going to lie, a little jealous. But we got more scores from around the area for you to check out. Anahuac Woodville, this was from Thursday night. Anahuac gets the win in that one, 29-20. Hampshire for
this game just went final.
That is a final right there, 71-48.
Yeah, that was number 7 Hitchcock, and this was that was a shootout.
Wow. Jasper Palestine 28-14 in the fourth quarter right there. Orangefield and New Waverly, that one is final 29-21. Lots of good football happening tonight.
Oh, a lot of good football, you know, and we see a lot of our local teams, you know, some of them going 2-0, some of them getting their first win, some of them still haven't got their first win. They still got next week, and sometimes some of them still got a couple more weeks of non-district play because they do play in a maybe 4 or 5 team league of their district league. So
well, it's just like you said earlier. You know, it's a tune-up. They're getting ready to get to that district level. So I mean, this is the best place for you to warm up and get ready to take on the district opponents.
Are you ready for the hit of the week?
Let's see it.
The hit of the week, brought to you by First Security Bank.
All right, hit of the week comes from West Orange Stark in Nederland, flying through the air, Marcus Turner Jr.
It's a great effort, and I think he probably thinks he got in there. And it was close.
That was KJ Tizino. Look at that. I think that was like right at literally the 1 foot line, because you saw the side official call
Wave
it,
it
boy.
off. Great effort, though.
Incredible effort. It's always difficult to play and win in West Orange. It is extremely difficult, but hey, props to both teams. They'll get back at it next week. And tell you what, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild.
Think you can take off like that from 5 yards?
25, 30 years ago, yes. Now, no. I can't even jump 2 feet.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We got more football to tell you about. Good one right here, actually. Something that was a little unexpected.
I know. Westbrook Bruins against Lumberton. Westbrook, remember, they didn't even win a game last year. Rough season. New year was very competitive last week, but could they get over the hump now against a Lumberton team that was got beat up pretty good against Nederland last week?
Well, we are about to find out. Lumberton started with the football. They're going to try to find somebody moving down the football. Tyler Breeden moving around, and he is going to be picked off by Corey Jones. That's an interception by Westbrook. I mean, you got to do what you got to do to make something happen. Lumberton pulling up.
A little option play.
Jacob Marchuk, he's going to pull up and knock out Jalen Dartez. Great effort right there. Westbrook dropping back, moving around. They're going to find Tim Anderson, Javian Denley for the touchdown right there. 6 points on the board. You got to kick the extra point. The field goal right here. It's up and it's good. Lumberton right there, number 19, Luke Cody. But this one here just went final. Beaumont Westbrook winning 19-16 over the Lumberton Raiders. And Ebony Coleman, who was out there for the whole game, she's going to join us now. She's got some fans with her. Ebony, who you got with you?
That's right, guys. I caught a couple seniors coming out of the game here tonight. You know, the Westbrook Bruins took over and beat the Lumberton Raiders. Ladies, can y'all, clap. Yeah. Ladies, tell me, how do you guys feel? You're a cheerleader.
Yes,
how do you guys feel?
I feel really good. I feel really happy and good that we finally won after all these years.
Yeah. How many years has it been?
It's been like 2 years. This is the first game we've won since.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel back here?
I will say I don't understand any football at all.
But we're happy.
But we know that we won and we ate it up on the field.
Yeah. Well, you know, you and I are in the same boat because I usually do news. But, yeah, again, I talked to kind of the coach earlier, and he told me that this was just really an amazing game, a big turnout for them. I know you guys were head-to-head for a little bit during the early part of the halftime, but then you just kind of broke away and really spearheaded towards the finish line towards the end of the halftime, right? Yeah. you know, I think we were all kind of worried about the rain. How did you guys feel? I know when you're cheering, that's probably always a factor, right?
We were really scared that the game was going to be canceled because we knew we had a really good shot at winning. But we were really excited that the rain didn't rain on us and our team pulled through.
Yeah, you guys actually had a pretty good turnout on both sides.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Especially for an away game for us, we had a lot of people show up.
Yeah, that's awesome. What are you guys looking forward to throughout the season?
We're looking
for
We're
looking for more games like this. This was a good game.
We need it. We really need it. We really need it. 6A, so I think
we're looking for state.
Yeah.
We're coming for state.
State.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, guys, back to you.
Oh, hey, look, I love the girl in the back who said, hey, look, I don't know anything about football. I just, come here. Hey, I love the honesty. Westbrook, that's a big win for them.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gives them some momentum going into next week.
Right. And I was just trying to see who they have
They
coming up.
they got to travel on the road to Aldi MacArthur.
Yeah.
So that's another big test there before district play because, they got a brutal district, Barbers Hill and Port Arthur Memorial and all that stuff.
Yeah. We're going to hear what the coach had to say as well. Ebony got a chance to talk to him.
Well, I think our defense is playing extremely well. I think, we had a miscue on the punt return, gave them a touchdown. Our defense, another turnover in the red zone. We held them to a field goal, so I think our defense is playing great. Offensively, we got way too many turnovers, way too many mistakes, and we're just not executing on offense. So that's why we have a tight ball game, and we're obviously down at the half, so we got to play a great second half.
What are some things you feel like stand out tonight that you guys need to work on for the rest of the season?
Oh, just this game, we got to execute better offensively. We got to put drives together. We showed that we're capable of putting a drive together. We had a 13-play drive and scored, and then other than that, we've turned the ball over with interceptions and fumbles, and we just need to settle down and play offense.
For a while, though, you guys were neck and neck, 7-7 for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what happened there.
Yeah, we turned the ball over in the red zone. Our defense did a great job holding them to a field goal, so there you got it. And then obviously right here at the end of the half, we got an interception and had a block in the back that nullified the touchdown, and we thought it was the best thing to go ahead and try to kick it, and then we didn't execute kicking a field goal or we'd be tied here at the half.
Coach Winston, how many games have you guys played? Is this the first?
It's our second game, yeah, second game,
How have you guys been doing so far?
We're fine. We're 0-1, but we're hoping to get to 1-1. We just got to go finish the second half.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say, sir?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay? Appreciate you.
Hey, Coach Langston. Love it.
The play of the week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
And it's time for the play of the week. We got a good one for you right now. Vidor's defense is going to get in on some action right here. Kason Jones drop back, eyeball it. He sees it. That is an interception, but he wasn't done. He wasn't done. He takes it all the way to the house. It's a pick six right there. Of course, I wonder if Corbin picked this one.
Oh, probably so. Those Vidor Pirates, hey, that's a big win tonight, 28-14. They go on the road to take on Hampshire Finette next week in Longhorn Country. That's going to be a good one because, Hampshire Finette just gave up 71 points tonight in a shootout battle with Hitchcock. So you know that they're going to be running around, steam coming out their ears.
Ready to win.
Should be a really, really good matchup coming up next week.
Looking forward to that. We might have to send Holtman his hat back out to that.
I know. We need to.
We'll be back after the break. Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We have some interesting games to look forward to next week.
We do. We talked about Westbrook at Aldie MacArthur. We have Memorial taking on Fort Bend Hightower. There's Vidor and Hampshire-Finette. Orangeville, Blitz City. That's going to be a dandy. Always a good rivalry. Got LaPorte, P&G. That is going to be huge. That's P&G's first home game of the year.
Yeah, P&G has been rolling this year as well. We cannot forget about our game of the week, of course. Lumberton at Jasper. Holton Pepper and his hat will be out there. Hopefully, we can have another barn burner like the last 2 weeks. That's been great to see. Silsbee will be taking their talents out to Nederland. That's going to be a good one to see. Hardin-Jefferson, the Hawks, will be going to Buna. MacArthur at Beaumont, Westbrook, Evadale going to see the Koontz Lions. I mean, it's a full slate.
We got West Orange Stark taking on one of the teams I covered for 8 years, Waco La Vega, former 2-3-time state champions out there in Waco. I think they're meeting at a neutral site game. Iowa, Louisiana. They're traveling here to Texas, taking on Little Cypress Mauriceville. That's going to be a good game.
I actually talked to Coach Peavy about that game during the preseason. He was telling me about he was looking forward to them coming in.
I'm glad that they schedule. I mean, like Sulphur and Lake Charles, all those teams are just next door to us. I mean, right on the border. Love to have a little Texas-Louisiana rivalry.
I was just about to say that. Why not get a little contest going?
Oh yeah, I know that Vidor, did it a couple years ago. They would do it a lot, and so that's. I mean, it's going to be, like I said, another fantastic week. It was crazy. Another game of the week goes down to the final minute. Nederland wins. With 3 seconds left, kicks the extra point with no time left to win 14-13 over West Orange Stark. So, and hey, Nederland also won Band of the Week.
Yeah, and that's the first time the Band of the Week has actually won the game as well. So we'll see if that continues. And that's going to do it for the Blitz. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And we're going to wrap things up with another performance from our Band of the Week, Nederland.
The Band of the Week.